Welcome. I had an intro for you guys. Are you tired? Cause I know I am. Anyway, no. Anyway, cause I know I am. Anyway, no. Anyway. Okay, so I'm going to start. Okay, so
Bruh.
I'm going to start. So hi. Today I'm going to tell you how I was able to lose 50 pounds in just 2 months. So the story goes, I got an appointment at the doctor. I went and he told me that I was, and so I went home and I got really frightened.
Oh my god! Oh Jesus!
So because of this, I started doing a lot of research to find out like what can I do to bring down my weight so that I could live a more healthy lifestyle. And so for me, I found channels like Dr. Berg, and he really explained everything in like a simple step-by-step process. And what I realized after watching his videos is that if I'm going to change myself, or if I'm going to make a change, I can't first start with like exercise and buying all this stuff and nutrition. But what I first have to change is my mindset. After I change my mindset, then all of those things will come naturally. So I studied a lot and I bought some of his books and products just because I wanted to really understand what I was going to be doing. So when it comes to the case of changing, first I changed my mindset. Second, I started to focus on what I was eating. When I look at my overall diet, I was like eating Popeyes every day, Popeyes, KFC, everything that's fast I was eating. Because especially when you're on the run and you're trying to move fast, you buy $1 slice. Here in New York, you get the $1 slice of pizza, and you just eat a lot of food that's not necessarily healthy for you. And so I was putting on a lot of weight, but I was used to being big because even from high school I was up to 200 pounds. So when I hit that peak of 236 pounds, I really saw my body really becoming more
Round.
and I was becoming rotund. So I was like, okay, I have to go back. I have to fix this. I started eating on a keto diet. Now with keto, it just means that you're decreasing your carbohydrate intake. So this is you're cutting back on rice, you're cutting back on sugar, you're cutting back on bread, sweets, like pastries, things like that. And so a lot of things I had to pull out of my diet, especially rice, because in my household I eat like rice and chicken almost every day. So for me now, I had to find substitutes like broccoli. And I started meal prepping to make sure that when I was going to work, I already had the meals prepared in advance so I wouldn't be tempted to eat something that was not on my keto register or whatever. If I could find these pictures, I'm gonna put them. And if I can't find these pictures, you're gonna look right. So that is how I started changing my habits when it comes to food. I also started drinking a lot of water and cutting back on soda and juice. Now this was the hardest part because I love juice, like box juice, juicy juice. I was just like in love, right? But soda, it was easy to bring out of my diet. I substituted those things with water, and apple cider vinegar, and tea. So I put those things in my diet, and those things kind of curb your hunger so that you can stay without eating for longer. In addition to my nutrition, I also included fasting, and when you put those two things together, you get magic weight loss. So even if you don't exercise, those things are going to propel you to lose weight. Yeah, that's how the weight's gonna fall off, right? See, even my shirt, you know, I'm losing so much weight, my clothes don't even fit.
Now, fasting is not starving, it's just choosing a window of time in which you will eat your meals. This is preferably not done right before sleeping or right after waking up. You want to put your meal in the middle of the day to prevent yourself from getting hungry again. The best way to fast is by choosing increments. So you can do 20 hours of fasting, 4 hours eating window. Or
in the beginning, it will be a little taxing, but as you do it consistently, you will notice that your body no longer craves to eat, and just drinking something like tea will suffice. Your body needs up to 12 hours, then your body's going to burn stored fat already inside of you. Same thing with keto. You're burning stored fat instead of relying on the sugars that you used to put inside of your body. So I wanted to maximize my weight loss and try to lose it as fast as I could. So I just put all of these things together, and it gave me a beautiful result. Past nutrition for exercise, I did not exercise all the time. I exercised when I could because I was working, I was taking lessons and courses, so I could not be in the gym every day. So I would go maybe like once a week if my friends would come with me. And you know, when I was there, I did a lot of cardio. I did like stretching, and I focused a lot on my abs, my abdomen. So you just figure out what is it that you really want to fix, because when you exercise, you're toning specific areas of your body, and just let it be an addition to what you're already doing at home with your nutrition. And so moving past that, I really highly suggest, if you are also trying to lose weight, for me, journaling was very important, because journaling allows you to really track yourself and see your progress. It allows you to see where you've gone wrong. And for me, recording everything really helped me to understand, okay, Aaliyah, this works for you, but this does not work. And if you just record all of the steps, when you go back and read it later, it's even more motivation that if you're feeling bad now, you just have to grin and bear it for that time, and you will eventually get result. And so this is how I managed to lose the weight. It was the 4 things that I just mentioned, which is first, fix your mindset, right? If you really want to lose weight, try to understand as much as you can and really tell yourself you have to do it once and for all, because this is not my first journey, but like I've had many journeys before this that never worked, but finally something clicked inside of me and the weight finally dropped. And I'm still trying to drop more, so this is not the end of my journey. Like, I'm still not where I want to be. I still have to like get to my healthy BMI, so keep that in mind, that your goal is not done just because you lose a little bit of weight. Secondly, nutrition. Watch what you're eating and putting inside of your body, because this will contribute to like what you eat at the end of the day. You can have snacks and play around every once in a while, but don't make it your lifestyle. Make sure that you're always trying to eat healthy foods that are going to feed your body and not like make a bigger situation on the inside. Number 3, exercise. You want to exercise to really boost what you're doing with nutrition. If your nutrition is on point, then exercising is just going to help you burn the weight even faster. Then we have, lastly, journaling and recording your progress. Record it, because seeing that progress is going to motivate you. And these are my 4 tips when it comes to losing your weight. And if you want to also lose 50 pounds within 2 months, then discipline yourself in this way and help me by coming on the journey with me to lose 30 more pounds. That's my goal. You can have your own personal goal, but let's try to do it together and see if we can really accomplish it.
Okay, so if we look at the chart right here, at my former weight, I was 236 pounds and I was 5'9", which, as you see, it's not even on this graph. So I was more than extremely obese. My goal is to be 150 pounds and 5'9", which would give me a BMI of 21. My current weight, 180 pounds, leaves me at 25, which is just on the cusp of being healthy and being overweight.
Now, moving on, I want to talk about my current weight journey. In this journey, I'm on quarantine, so I really have to figure out how is it that I'm going to evolve to the times, right? So I want to lose 30 pounds to bring my BMI down to a healthy level. And I'm trying to think, what can I do to really make this effective in the next 2 months, that I will be able to lose the 30 pounds that I have. And so what I'm going to do is really exercise planning and organizing. So first, I'm going to organize my journals and set a schedule as to how I'm going to lose this weight realistically for my body. I am now 180 pounds, and I need to figure out how I am going to push myself inside the house without extreme exercise.
So this is a rough draft of my journal entry. I know that I want to lose 30 pounds over the span of 2 months, and so roughly each month I'm losing 15 pounds, and I know that there are 4 weeks within a month, so each week my aim is to lose 3 to 4 pounds, give or take. When you look at this, I've measured myself so that I could keep track of the inches, because sometimes you're not losing pounds, but you're losing inches off your body. And then I also record some things that I can eat easily, and then some exercises that I want to make a habit for the month. And then lastly, when I will be recording my data.
So those are my 3 forms of exercise. I'm going to be doing stretching, Chloe Ting challenge, and jump rope inside of the house. Moving on from exercise, I already talked about journaling every day, just to make sure you're on track. Don't get on the scale every day, because you will probably discourage yourself. But if you know that you're doing the right things within your routine, you know that at the end of the week the outcome will be something positive. So maybe measuring yourself once a week, and also realize that just because you don't see a change in the scale doesn't mean that you're not losing the weight. You could be losing inches off your waist, inches off your arms, and different areas of your body. So just be patient when it comes to the weight loss. Don't psych yourself out and say, well, it didn't work today, so I'm gonna eat everything, right? That was me yesterday. So don't do that. What we're gonna do is hopefully we can come together as one fam, and we just work together so that we all lose the weight. If you have any tips on how I could, if you have tips on how I could further improve myself, or videos that you want to see on the channel, let me know. I have a bit of construction going on in the background, so if it's a little messy, please forgive me. I'm still building, and IKEA drawers take a month for me to build, so you're gonna see these in every video. Just remember, wherever you are now is not where you're gonna be forever. You can improve yourself if you just set your mind to it and figure out what is it you want to change, how fast you want to change it, and just have a community of supportive people who want to help you with that, right? And so that's just hopefully I'm able to develop myself even more than I have to this day. And I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know if I should be looking here. I don't know if I should be looking here. Or here. I don't know. So you guys help me. If you have any feedback in the comment section, if you have any suggestions in the comment section below, if you like me, just subscribe so that you could see me all the time, right? Friends, if we're really friends, you would see me more than just once in a lifetime, right? You would try to see me all the time.